What if your games could run at double the frame rate without upgrading your graphics card? What if ultra-realistic graphics and smooth performance could exist together without compromise? That is exactly what NVIDIA is trying to achieve with DLSS technology. And now with DLSS 5 on the horizon, things are about to change in a big way. In this video, we will break down what DLSS is, how it works, how it has evolved, and why DLSS 5 could completely reshape the future of gaming and cloud computing. Do not worry if you are a beginner. I will explain everything in simple terms. Let's dive in. DLSS stands for Deep Learning Super Sampling. It is a technology developed by NVIDIA that uses artificial intelligence to boost game performance. Normally, when you play a game at high resolution like 4K, your graphics card has to render every single pixel. This takes a lot of power and can reduce performance. DLSS changes that. Instead of rendering the game at full resolution, it renders at a lower resolution and then uses AI to upscale it to look like high resolution. So you get better performance without losing much visual quality. In simple words, DLSS is like having an AI assistant that fills in the missing details to make your game look sharper and run smoother. This is possible because of specialized hardware inside NVIDIA GPUs called tensor cores. These cores are designed specifically for AI tasks. To understand DLSS 5, we need to look at how far DLSS has come. DLSS 1 was the first version. It worked, but it had issues. The image quality was not always great, and it required per-game training. Then came DLSS 2. This was a major improvement. It introduced a generalized AI model that worked across many games without needing individual training. The image quality became much better, and performance gains were more noticeable. DLSS 3 took things further by introducing frame generation. Instead of just improving existing frames, it actually created new frames using AI. This significantly increased frame rates, especially in demanding games. DLSS 4 improved stability, latency, and integration with modern game engines. Each version has moved closer to a future where AI does more of the heavy lifting. And now DLSS 5 is expected to take this idea even further. DLSS 5 is not fully released yet, but based on current trends and NVIDIA's roadmap, we can predict what it will bring. DLSS 5 is expected to focus heavily on AI-driven rendering. This means the GPU will do even less traditional rendering work, and AI will handle more of the image creation process. We are talking about smarter frame generation, better motion prediction, and improved image reconstruction. DLSS 5 could also reduce latency further, making games feel more responsive. Another big possibility is real-time AI enhancement. This means textures, lighting, and even animations could be improved dynamically using AI. Instead of developers manually designing every detail, AI could enhance scenes in real time. This is a huge shift in how graphics are created. At the core of DLSS 5 is artificial intelligence. The system is trained on massive datasets of high-quality images. It learns how to reconstruct details, sharpen edges, and predict how frames should look. When you play a game, DLSS uses this training to generate high-quality visuals from lower resolution inputs. DLSS 5 is expected to use more advanced neural networks. These networks will be better at understanding motion, depth, and lighting. This means fewer visual artifacts and more realistic images. In cloud computing environments, this becomes even more powerful. AI models can be updated continuously in the cloud, improving performance over time. So your games could actually get better without needing new hardware. Now let's talk about cloud gaming. Services like NVIDIA GeForce Now and other platforms rely on powerful servers to run games and stream them to your device. DLSS 5 could play a major role here. Because it reduces the need for raw rendering power, it allows servers to handle more users at the same time. This makes cloud gaming more scalable and cost-effective. It also improves performance on lower-end devices. Even if you are using a basic laptop or smartphone, you could experience high-quality graphics because the heavy work is done in the cloud. DLSS 5 could also reduce bandwidth usage. Since frames are generated more efficiently, less data needs to be streamed. This means smoother gameplay even on slower internet connections. So what does this mean in real life? For gamers, it means better performance and better visuals at the same time. You could play demanding games at higher settings without needing expensive hardware. For developers, it reduces the workload. Instead of optimizing every detail manually, they can rely on AI to enhance visuals. For the gaming industry, it opens new possibilities. Games could become more complex, more realistic, and more immersive. And for everyday users, it means access. More people can enjoy high-quality gaming without needing powerful PCs. Of course, DLSS 5 is not perfect. It depends on NVIDIA hardware, so not everyone can use it. There are also concerns about AI-generated frames introducing errors or visual inconsistencies. Latency is another factor. Even though DLSS reduces load, generating frames still takes time, and not all games support DLSS. Developers need to integrate it into their engines. But despite these challenges, the technology continues to improve. DLSS 5 represents a shift from traditional rendering to AI-driven graphics. Instead of relying purely on hardware power, it uses intelligence. This makes systems more efficient, scalable, and adaptable. In the future, we may reach a point where AI handles most of the rendering process. This could redefine how games are built and experienced. DLSS 5 is not just an upgrade, it is a glimpse into the future of computing. So the next time you think about upgrading your GPU, ask yourself this: what if the future is not about more power, but smarter technology? DLSS 5 shows us that AI is becoming the most important part of graphics, and this is only the beginning. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think AI will fully replace traditional rendering? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.